Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear viewers, to another journey into the timeless stories of the prophets of Allah. Tonight, we will explore the life of a prophet whose story is deeply intertwined with patience, divine promise, and family legacy. The story of Prophet Ishaq, peace be upon him, the blessed son of Prophet Ibrāhīm, and the father of Prophet Yaqub, a man whose life was a living sign of Allah's mercy, and whose descendants carried forward the light of guidance. So sit back, open your heart, and join me as we travel through the sacred history of Prophet Ishaq, peace be upon him, from his miraculous birth until his final rest. Chapter 1: The Glad Tidings. Prophet Ibrāhīm, peace be upon him, and his wife Sarah were known for their unshakable faith in Allah. But there was one sorrow in their lives. They had no children together, and both had grown very old. Then one day, angels in human form visited Prophet Ibrāhīm. They first gave him news of the punishment of the people of Lut, but then they turned to him and gave a second piece of news, a gift of joy. We give you glad tidings of a son, Ishaq, and after him, a grandson, Yaqub. Surah had 11 to 71. Sarah was listening. She laughed in surprise. She was nearly 90 years old. Could she really bear a child at this age? She exclaimed, "Woe to me! Shall I bear a child when I am an old woman, and my husband is an old man?" But the angels replied, "Do you wonder at the command of Allah? Allah's mercy and blessings be upon you, O people of this house." And so it was. Ishaq, peace be upon him, was born, a miraculous child, chosen to carry on the mission of his father Ibrāhīm. Chapter 2: Childhood and Upbringing. Growing up in the blessed household of Prophet Ibrāhīm, Ishaq, peace be upon him, was surrounded by the purest lessons of faith. He saw how his father broke idols, how he stood firm before tyrants, and how he built the Kaaba with his brother Ismail. Ishaq absorbed all of this, learning that life itself is a test, and that true success lies only in submission to Allah. The Quran describes Ishaq as a prophet among the righteous, and we gave him glad tidings of Ishaq, a prophet among the righteous. Surah As-Safat 37 to 112. Chapter 3: Youth and Prophethood. As Ishaq grew into adulthood, Allah appointed him as a prophet. His mission was clear: to call his people to Tawheed, to righteousness, to justice, and to obedience to Allah. He lived among the people of Canaan and Palestine, guiding them with wisdom and patience. He never turned to harshness, but spoke with gentleness, winning hearts by example. Ishaq, peace be upon him, became a torchbearer of the same eternal message. There is no God but Allah. Worship him alone. Do not follow falsehood. Chapter 4: Marriage and Family. At the age of 40, Ishaq married a noble woman named Rivka, known in other traditions as Rebekah. For a long time, they had no children, but Ishaq never gave up hope. He prayed to Allah constantly. Finally, his prayers were answered. Rivka became pregnant with twins. The first son was named Isa alayhis in Arabic, and the second was Yaqub, peace be upon him, who would go on to become a prophet himself. Thus, the divine promise to Ibrāhīm was fulfilled. Through Ishaq and Yaqub, the chain of prophets would continue, guiding humanity for centuries to come. Chapter 5: His Mission and Character. Prophet Ishaq was known for his calm nature, his deep faith, and his fairness. He dedicated his life to guiding people in the land of Palestine. He reminded them of their duty to Allah, encouraged kindness, generosity, and justice, and warned against arrogance and disbelief. The Quran highlights how Allah blessed him, and we blessed him and Ishaq, and among their descendants are those who do good, and those who clearly wrong themselves. Surah As-Safat 37-113. His greatest legacy was not wealth or power, but the prophets who descended from him: Yaqub, Yusuf, Musa, Daud, Suleiman, Isa, peace be upon them all part of his blessed line. Chapter 6. Later years. As the years passed, Prophet Ishaq grew old. His eyesight weakened, and he became almost blind. But even in old age, he remained steadfast, teaching his children and his people. He lived a long life, witnessing the growth of his family and the continuation of prophethood through his son Yaqub. Chapter 7. Death and Legacy. Prophet Ishaq lived for 180 years. At the end of his life, he was laid to rest in Hebron, in the land of Palestine, in the same blessed burial ground where his father Prophet Ibrāhīm and his family rest. His legacy lived on through his son Yaqub, and from Yaqub came the 12 tribes of Israel and countless prophets. Through Ishaq's line came Yusuf, Musa, Daud, Suleiman, Zachariah, Yahya, and Isa, peace be upon them all. Through Ismail's line came Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Thus, Prophet Ibrāhīm truly became the father of nations, and Ishaq was one of the two great branches of that tree of prophethood. Dear viewers, the life of Prophet Ishaq, peace be upon him, is not filled with wars or dramatic confrontations, but with something even greater: patience, hope, and divine blessing. His story teaches us that Allah's promise never fails, even when all human possibilities seem gone. He teaches us that family can be a source of faith and legacy. And above all, he reminds us that guidance and blessings are in Allah's hands alone. If you found inspiration in this story, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more stories of the prophets. Until next time. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.